Look at this. This is called Nutraceutical World. Okay, it's a magazine. It's an industry magazine that goes out. There's a lot of these types of publications that come out. It's for me and people in this industry as we're looking at emerging technologies. Okay, on the cover, the new emerging technology as of April 2013. You want to know what it is? Aloe. This is what they're telling us. They're saying, by the way, have you seen aloe? It's incredible. It's like, where you guys been? Rex knew about this 35 years ago, boys. I'm glad you're finally catching up, huh? You guys have already been there. You already know. You know what's up. Come on. Are you kidding me? All right. Today we're going to have some fun. We're going to talk about a couple of things, and we're going to talk about, in this business, you have to be able to convey a coherent, cohesive, duplicatable message that you can give to somebody in their living room or in their igloo or in their Kwanzaa hut or wherever they are in the world. You have to be able to tell it in a very succinct way. If you start to, that's not going to work. Okay, that's not Ugandan, right, Carl? That's not, I was trying to, what was that? That was stutter. And stutter doesn't work. You have to talk clearly. And you have to give people a plan so that they can use the products, be a product of the products, and then be able to sell the products. First thing starts with passion. I think you guys have that, a passion for helping people become better. But today, the title of my presentation is Building Your Nutrient Superhighway. Because the reality is energy, what's got you here today and what's provided you everything that you have, comes from nutrients and metabolic waste elimination. So today, I'm going to give you 3 very simple steps. I hope you bring your writing utensils, your iPads, whatever you need to write it down. If you use this model, you will amplify your sales and you will increase your overall base of people that you're helping worldwide. Okay? So stay focused. Stay with me, and this is the way you need to present the products to people. You ready? You with me? All right, let's go do this. Help, number 1, starts with aloe. Chris did an incredible job presenting aloe. Hopefully you understand it's the best aloe in the world. It all starts with aloe vera. If I'm talking to somebody today for the very first time, I don't focus on Vitalize. I don't focus all over here on Vision. I don't talk about all of this other stuff. And I'm going to tell you why, but it starts with aloe. Okay? Start with aloe. Stay focused. Number 2, stay with the foundation. And number 3 is we're going to talk about personalization. Now, how many of you agree that energy is important? That you have energy? How many of you agree? Yeah? Those of you who don't, I'd love to see you be successful without it. You got to have it. You have to have a level of energy. In fact, our bodies tell us how we're doing by our energy levels, both mentally and physically. Okay? So there's 2 factors. The primary factors are, number 1, are we getting nutrient intake? Not just are we consuming foods and are we consuming supplements, but are we getting it into our bodies? Is it being absorbed and is it being utilized? There's a big difference between taking a bunch of product or food and actually getting it into our bodies, okay? And number 2 is eliminating waste. A lot of people miss this one. This one is so important. Think about it like this. I lived in Utah. And while in Utah, there was these beautiful springs that would come off the mountains after the winter snow, okay? And in April this time, you go out to Utah, and I lived in a little place called Kaysville, and coming off the mountain is these beautiful streams. And you go out there, cool, full of nutrients, beautiful, so fresh. Runoff goes all the way into what's called the Salt Lake. You know what the Salt Lake is? It's a Dead Sea. Now, how can this wonderful water that's coming in end up as a Dead Sea? Because there's nothing going out. It's just a cesspool. It just sits there, and it just sits there, and it just sits there. All these nutrients we're taking into our bodies, they're doing all these wonderful actions inside. They're catalyzing. They're actually, because of vitamin E and selenium working together, you actually have a reaction inside of your body. Because of vitamin C, you have bioflavonoids. You have vitamin E, and you have calcium, and you have magnesium, and together they absorb the nutrients as a result of a reaction that takes place inside of your body. So all these great reactions are happening inside of our bodies, but guess what? Just like an engine in a car, you don't just get magical action of energy with no excess waste. So what happens? The excess waste comes out the tailpipe, right? Out comes the back end, okay? Well, if you block the tailpipe and it shoves it right back up into the motor, what's the motor going to do? Over time, it's going to wear down, not perform as well, and become a dead sea. A dead sea. The key to what we're doing here at Forever Living is we're optimizing the nutrient intake and we're eliminating waste. What Carl was talking to you about before, these NFL players, these sports enthusiasts who've been going for it nonstop, they sometimes have been taking nutrients and so forth. But they're not, in many cases, managing those free radicals and eliminating that metabolic waste. And as a result, bad things are happening. They're stiffer. They're having trouble from a mental clarity, physical clarity. It's a problem, okay? It's a real problem. So, together, we're gonna work on this, and we're going to give you an optimal lifestyle. Now, it all starts, like we talked about, with aloe. Aloe vera gel is your starting point. And it's your starting point because I hope you understand the benefits of what aloe actually does in the GI system. It lines the GI so that it gives you the better opportunity to absorb the nutrients that you're eating and that you're consuming. Now, Chris has talked to you a lot about aloe vera gel. It's used for 3,500 years. So many constituents, active constituents that are good. The nutraceutical world, it's a wonderful product. Well, yeah, we've known that. Thousands of scientific studies have been done on aloe vera gel. It's one of the best things that we've been given on this earth to be able to help our bodies. Now, it's also a great prebiotic. And that's what we call GI superfood, our gastrointestinal tract superfood. Because we want to colonize our guts with healthy, good bacteria, probiotics, okay? So we have a product for that, right? Probiotics, right? So what does the probiotics like to eat? They like to eat the aloe. They love the aloe. So if we're colonizing our gut with the aloe, okay, we are now creating an environment that's friendly to good bacteria, and you can absorb those nutrients, and we're creating a super highway system for our nutrients. Do you understand what I'm doing here? So no longer are we sitting there going, I came into Forever, I'm brand new distributor, I just walked in today, what do I take? I feel I need some energy, I need this, I need that. Oh, Vitalize. No, not Vitalize. Well, issues with my prostate, or I've got issues with not getting enough fruits and vegetables. Oh, I've got some stuff for you. No. Stop. Your first comment, start here, aloe vera. Get your gut ready to prepare for the nutrients we're about to give you, okay? Get your body prepared for the nutrients we're about to deliver. Now, when you look at it, see if we can get this. There we go. So you don't just believe me. So you don't just sit there and say, hey, Steve, we understand absorption of nutrients and so forth. Multiple studies have been done at different locations in the world at different times. The conclusion of these studies that I've seen specifically show this. You ready? This is it. When you take a nutrient by itself, you get the value of that nutrient. Okay? Percentage of that nutrient. When you take it with aloe vera gel, 3.7 times better. Who wants 3.7 times better? Anybody? Yeah. Okay, so now let's talk about it again. Hi, Steve. How you doing? I'm doing great. Steve, I'm looking for nutrition. I'm sure you are, a lot of people are at this point in time. Have you thought about aloe vera gel? Well, why? Well, because the food that we're eating today at lunch, You want to get all those nutrients. Or did you just buy that $20 whatever meal just to get only a third of the nutrients? No, I want all of the nutrients, Steve. You want all the nutrients? You want to get the most out of that meal you're just eating? Take aloe vera gel. I'm now going to help you. The money you're spending, I'm going to help you make sure that you're going to get everything you can out of that meal. And everything out of every supplement that you're taking. Because that's what aloe vera does. It helps us maximize the nutrient absorption. Do you understand the power of aloe? If that's all you can do, if that's all they have the money for, start with aloe vera gel. And you're helping that person get more nutrients out of every meal that they're eating. And then as they take the supplements, they're going to get more nutrients out of those. It's simple, isn't it? Aloe vera gel. Science supports it. Those of you who do it on a daily basis, you're a product of the products. You know it's true too. Okay? Do not be shy. As Anand said, fear is for the weak. This room isn't full of weakness. This room is full of greatness. And the great ones will share great knowledge. You're receiving great knowledge today. I hope you don't walk away from here not understanding what we're talking about. All right? Here we go. Get the nutrients out of both these foods as much as possible, and they're actually having the benefit. Now, that's where it kind of gets a little fun. You have aloe vera gel at the beginning, right? A lot of you are using RG. So they were asking me, they said, Steve, I can't tell you how many distributors have come up to me and said, hey, Steve, what do you take? You want to know what I take? You know what the foundation for Steve Hatchett is? When I talk to Rex, when I talk with everybody in the world, this is the foundation, the core for health. Okay? Probiotic, Arctic Sea, RG+, all on the base of aloe vera gel. They say, well, Steve, what's this up here? What's this? This happens to be a new product. So wait a second. Let's just stop for a second. Now, how many of you would like to know what that new product up there is? Let's see. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not so many. No. Yeah, you guys want to hear it? You want to see it? Okay. I like my job too much. You guys want to see what's that product that you're going to take on a daily basis? Come tomorrow to the rally. Don't miss it. You won't want to miss this. This is a product we take every single day. In fact, Enrique Espinoza, 5K, outstanding. He's great. He came up and he brought a bunch of his distributors, 100 distributors up to Forever Nutraceutical. We all had a chance to sit down and talk for a second. And Enrique, he grabbed my hand and he said, hey, Steve, how you doing? I said, good. And I was about ready to go somewhere else. He goes, no, he grabbed me. I was like, what? He said, Steve, what are you doing? I said, what do you mean, what am I doing? He goes, no, you look really good. What's going on? I said, oh, it's because can't tell you. I said, make it to rally. You going to Hawaii? He says, I'm going to Hawaii. I said, you'll find out there. So this is the core. For all of you guys, this is the core. Now let's go through these products real fast and make sure you understand why. Understand the symbiotic relationship with probiotics and a prebiotic like aloe vera gel. I talked to you about it earlier. You're able to go in there. It's a forever exclusive, and you're able to colonize your gut with good bacteria. 85-15. Write that number down, 85-15. Okay? Dr. Balch, in his book, Prescription for Nutritional Healing, gives you this ratio. What that ratio is 85% of our gut should be the good or friendly bacteria, like probiotics, Lactobacillus acidophilus, Bifidum longum, those types of things. That's what should be 85%. And then the 15% is the other coliforms, other bacteria that's naturally derived in your stomach. That's what he considers, and what I believe as well, is a healthy environment for proper digestion. Guess what the ratio is? For most people, exactly opposite. 15% of the negative bacteria, of the good bacteria, and 85% of the negative bacteria. That's what people are saying. Why are they popping pills, pharmaceuticals, other things that are helping with their heartburn and with all their challenges with digestion. And why are they having so many challenges? And you know what's really, really sad? This is the saddest thing ever. I have a bunch of my friends that are now we're jumping up into our 40s and so forth, and they're always telling me, oh my gosh, my stomach, and I can't eat that, and I better hold off on that, and I better not do that. And it kind of gets me all, I'm looking at them, I'm going, the problem. So bring on the spice, bring on the food, I'm eating. Because their GIs aren't right. Fast-paced lifestyle. We have a bunch of excess. We have excess pollution. We have excess food. We have excess stuff that's all on our plate, stress and everything else that's going on. What we don't have is the right amount of nutrients, and we don't have the right amount of exercise going on. That's just what's happening. That's the reality. So what happens? We get this proportion wrong, and our guts aren't doing what we're supposed to be doing. And guess what? Nutrient absorption drops down, energy levels drop down, and you're not able to do things as effective as you used to do them. Okay? Simple, simple, simple. Probiotic, it's key. It's exclusive to you. I hope you know that. Rex and I worked on this formula over 13 years ago. This is the first product I worked on with Rex. 13 years ago. I hope you guys are taking advantage of this incredible product. It provides 6 beneficial strains, enhances the absorption, create a healthy digestive system, and it helps us get to this 85-15 ratio that we're so focused on. All right? Now, anybody take RG? Not a bad product, huh? Nice, nice. You get that cascading of translation going through there. But yeah, RG Plus, wonderful product. We talked about, again, another Forever exclusive. Wonderful, wonderful product. Talk about, it's one of the most efficiently converted forms of arginine to nitric oxide. Anybody know what this is behind us? It's the Nobel Prize, won by Dr. Farhad Murad. In fact, when he heard I was coming to be with you guys today, he said, Steve, will you please tell them this statement? He goes, if I could give them one statement, this is what I would give them. I am a consumer of RG Plus, and based upon the component profile and synergy of its cofactors, I believe RG Plus to be the most efficient and the best arginine-based formula on the market. That's from a Nobel Prize winner. That's your product. Pretty exciting, huh? It was classic. One day he called me and I said, Dr. Murad, what's up? And he says, hey, Steve, I've got a problem. And I thought, oh boy, what's wrong? You know, it's going to go on. And he says, Steve, I'm out of product. You got to ship me some product. I said, hey, sign up under a distributor. You'll get your product. No, I'm just kidding. But it was great. He loves RG Plus, and with his credentials and so forth, it's really nice to have him on the team. Arctic Sea, I've talked to you about this before, increase the DHA levels. You know why that's so important. It's the fatty tissues in our brains and all the key elements of our organs and so forth. You have to have the right levels of docosahexaenoic acid. It's so important. Omega-3s are just so critical, and this is a great formula. It's, again, a formula exclusive. When you're focusing on areas to help with heart health and joint support and eye health and cognitive function, all those types of things. That's where omega-3s have study after study after study. In fact, it's the most well-researched and most studied ingredient outside of 1 or 2 pharmaceutical and drugs. It is just, there's take this every day, period. That's the way you should do. And the certifications we have of the purity and so forth, it's just incredible.